Alright, so this is my R2D2 after a lot of weathering paint that I did. Kind of just had at it and didn't have a whole lot of planning or influence. I think the back came out better than the front. But, yeah, I think it came out pretty good. A lot about it. Yeah, that really did come out really nice. It was fairly simple, just kind of mixing different paints and, putting it on, taking it off. I added a little too much a little too much green and blue to the front. Should have added more brown. That's how I got that color. And yeah, a lot of dirt. I wanted to make it look really gross. And as you can see, all the silver, as in like little scratches of metal, are covering up some of the paint some of the purple. And yeah, that's the main body. Then we have one of the legs here, which I'm pretty proud of, this first leg. I have the second leg. Pretty gross. Really grimy, lots of browns. So, yeah. There's a little bit of weathering. You can see the metal on it if it decides to focus. This phone's the worst at focusing. There we go. You can kind of see the reflective metal right there. And, yeah. So, plan to work on it a little more before I'm putting it back together. But, yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. I'm pretty happy with it so far. I just wish I'd used less blue and green. But, makes it look kind of gross, so no issues there. Definitely prefer it over the clean. And just for fun, let's get the sideshow R2D2 out. As you can see, I've got a clean Astromectroid, clean R2D2. I have the dirty one right there. So yeah, it's like a stunt double. And yeah, so I'll show you guys what it looks like when I'm completely finished. So this is my custom R2D2. I finished the paint on it, and well, finished. There's a handful of things I'd like to tweak, but I like it. I think it could have come out a little better. I like the legs a little more than the front body itself. It's a lot of greens and blues. I added too much green to the paint. But I do like all the little dirt details I was able to get in there. And the bottom right there. And all the scratching on it and the paint scratching. Then on the legs, just really good. And what I did was, I grabbed some really rough sandpaper and literally scratched it so the paint would go into the little cracks and details and really make it look nice. I like the head. The sticker that's under this is purple, and the blue spray paint I used kind of chipped off, so I had to cover it up with silver. And my focus just there we go. And did a little bit there. So pretty much any silver on blue was because of purple paint, or the purple sticker, I guess that's more appropriate. And they have this leg, which is really good too. I like how it looks like oil or something started leaking. There we go, out of it, and it looks relatively nice. And you have the leg here. I love that little detail I did with the silver. There we go. Right there on the leg, it just, oh, that looks really good. I kind of did the same thing that they did on the sideshow R2D2, but I upped it up a lot better, because that makes no sense whatsoever. Then you have the head, and then you have some silver, and then you got some dirt, and it's gross. And then you got all the scratching with that sandpaper, and the paint just went right into it, and just makes that detail pop. I added a detail right here to make it look like he has been through a lot of hyperspace, and just really, really dirty. This R2D2 kind of also represents my feelings towards some of the newer Star Wars movies, in both good and bad ways. But my favorite feature is not the leg right here, because as you can see, it's straight up clean. I forgot to paint that. And I haven't touched the bottom of it. But besides that leg, the back, I think I did an amazing job. Again, with the sandpaper and the dry brushing technique of putting paint on, taking it off, and it really got into the crevices. And I think the back of this thing just looks pure amazing. As you can see, a little bit of that purple sticker shining through. I don't know what's up with that. There's a little bit of green paint in there somehow. And yeah, and there's silver damage over here, and just damaged. I think overall, it came out pretty good. Now, my dad, who's watching this, is probably going, Orion, I thought you wanted, and my focus, there we go, my focus is working now. My dad's probably like, Orion, I thought you wanted to have father-son bonding time. I do, but I found something that you might be more intrigued in than doing an R2D2, because R2D2 is kind of like my thing, like. So I want to do something that we could both bond over. And I think I found it. I'm not going to say what it is, but I think I found it. It might have to do with something related to Warhammer 40k. I'm not saying anything else. And then right there's my sideshow R2D2. I really like this. The story behind the damage in the fictional universe is R2D2 was being repaired. His legs were taken off. And then he got hit with a blue chemical bomb, and that's why he's blue. And then the legs were untouched, and they were put back on, and then he went through some mud and dirt, and yeah, he got pretty battle worn. And then he was abandoned for a really long time because a man named Mike M, and his wife, where was I going with this joke? A man named Mickey and another and his girlfriend Kathleen left him to rot. Back out. Okay. Yeah, you couldn't tell. My feelings of the Star Wars movies are not the best. But that's not the point. Let me turn off the flash real quick just so you guys can see more, a little bit more of the some other details on it. I think it looks best in low light, but overall I think it came out pretty good. Yeah, I really wish the front of it wasn't blue, or in this case, turquoisey green. But I really like the detail. I still like the detail I was able to pack into it though. With all the dirt, it looks like he fell on something or got hit with an explosion of some kind. So you gotta kind of make up your own little story behind it. I think that's half of the fun. So, what did you guys think about this? Do you think it turned out pretty good? Do you think it turned out pretty crappy? Do you think my dad hates me now? Nah, don't worry. I have something in mind for him. Anyways, so this is R2D2 64 signing out, my amigos. Peace! Go have a great day today.